So hello Myrmonden, welcome to my live version episode 3 of Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens. And I really loved yesterday how they named this anime over and over again, right, in costume design. They're like, Ramens, Tonkotsu Ramens. I was like, oh yeah, this anime sounds great. So anyway, let's start watching it. So 3, 2, 1, and go. So last week we saw crossdresser sister is dead, of course. And probably is a kind of slave or something before she died. Here's noob, okay. He's probably okay. He got the blame for it, but I don't think he's guilty. I don't think something guilty. I mean, but I don't think if he what I mean is that I don't think they managed. I don't think they even wanted to frame him personally. I think they just accidentally framed him because he's a bad luck guy, right? That's my take on it. He's just accidentally getting framed, not because he's a hitman. It's because he's bad luck. That's what I mean. It's opening. Yeah, I mean, obviously he's innocent, but I mean, like, I think he literally just got bad luck, right? It's like they don't even after him. Like, no one cares about him. He's just always bad luck, I think. Always god of misfortune, right? So is Bambi the ninja? I think so. I think it makes sense, right? Someone has to be the ninja that goes around killing other hitmans. That's very likely him. Yeah, the open's pretty good. But yeah, so subscribe. And like this video. I think I'm one of the people that actually like anime. Honestly, like they're probably like 10 other people watching the anime, but I think this anime is definitely very underrated. It needs more focus, definitely. I think it's actually one of the best animes this season, I think, so far. I've only seen 2 episodes though, and maybe it's gonna be some really bad twists and we hate it, but I think so far this is one of the best animes. 2 episodes, in my opinion. For example, I am much better. Junior Ito also could reach out. I'm gonna watch Junior Ito after this thing, but I much see this thing than Junior Ito's collection, which I think is kind of has a very mediocre level, right? Even though I like the art, the anime is kind of whatever. And then like killing bites and so on, and beat this, but like, yeah. Here we go, revenge. Oh yeah. Yeah, everyone knows that a knife is better than a gun. Especially if people explode from your knife. And it's like... Okay. That was kind of weird, because they had aimed. They really had aim. How do you get shot before it? It must be the sun, right? Obviously the sun who killed it. The mayor shot. Obviously it's the mayor shot, right? I think that's very obvious. It's clearly the mayor shot. Okay, I'm a flashback here. Oh, here we go. Here's the Russian. Yeah, here we go. Here's the expert Russian, right? Ivan or something like that. It's like something like that. It's like, so he let like 4 of his guys get killed though before he sent in the Russian. It's like, let's warm up with these guys. If it's a little necessary though, if you knew the Russian could take it. Nice. In the dress. There's no reaction. He's like, Madonna. That has no effect on me. Yeah, I'm knife immune. Oh. Yeah, this is a bloody anime. He has this scar stuff. It's like nice half. Oh, it's not those there. You shoot right there. Yeah. Nice. It's a gunblade. Yeah, of course. Yeah, everyone knows about knife pistols. So that Russian was dead. I think it was gonna be like a really badass character. He might have some storyline. Oh, he's dead. Okay, he's dead. He's out. He is, of course, Randy. Oh yeah, it's a spider tracer. Straight out Spider-Man, yeah. Of course he did. It's classic. He's not crying. Yeah, well, clearly it's the mayor's son, right? It might be. Oh, he said the revenge. Yeah, it's gonna be newbies go to the revenge, right? That's for help, right? So it's gonna be a thing here. But I think he's unlucky. I think newbies is unlucky. Yeah, but I think that's pure unluck. I think he's just like, oh no, everyone hates me, but like, no, the world hates you. Yeah, obviously. Obviously, the woman in Rotterdam working for the mayor, right, or that whatever firm he's working for. Good question. Why do you even work? What? Is this a baseball player? Is this flashback? He should be like a pro player. And I was like, oh, I accidentally almost threw a ball at someone. And I was like, man, he almost died. Yeah. That's the flashback? It's like I almost killed someone with the baseball once. It triggered him probably. It's like killing people with baseballs. I could be the baseball man. It's actually a baseball player that's afraid of killing people. Yeah, it's like I can't play baseball anymore because I troll him so hard or something. It's like, no. Yeah, frame the framer. Yeah, it makes sense. Because they have like, we punch people, they punch people, yeah. Yeah, there's some revenge now, right? Yeah, kill a Russian guy. I need to get some revenge. Okay, so Bamba. We're finally to see. Has to be Bamba that is the killer, right? The killer. Has to be Bamba, right? I don't think it makes any sense. Tonkotsu Ramens. They have to name drop it. Oh yeah. But it yesterday, yeah. Have to name drop it, of course. I mean, it's clear the major son killed the sister. Interesting to say hentai. It's like the hentai killed my sister. It's like psycho. I don't know. Hentai and psychopath or psycho is the same thing there. I don't think that's the same thing. That being said, though, it actually makes more sense He's a psycho, right? The mayor's son. Yeah. He's much more psycho than hentai. But, because doesn't know that, so... He is the psychopath. It's really weird. Should have like a limit though. It's like, you know, we give you a female, you have to like, keep it alive for at least, I don't know, a day, like more than. Of course he wouldn't. This like legendary killer, right? He has to only use. Oh, he has 2 eyes now. Like, he has 2 eyes now. Yeah. He has 2 eyes at this moment, right? He's gonna lose 1 eye probably now, right? And that's why he has an eye patch. That is probably Banba, right? It has to be pretty much. Come on, look. It's the ninja. Yeah, is it? Yeah, that's why. I knew it. Come on. Clear, that's why he lost the eye. Yeah, she's like, that's why you let me see your eye? Yeah, but come on. Like, of course. That's why he has only 1 eye, right? Because he saw the samurai ninja guy once. So then I was like, oh, I lost my eye. No, he calls the ramen guy, right? Yeah. No, he calls the ramen guy that was his friends with Banba, right? It all connects. It all connects this part here. Yeah. The guy that does Tonkotsu Ramens. He clearly is not the... A place to touch. Oh, pies probably is. It's all about. Isn't that the same thing? 3 different things. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Clearly, I think cops guess it, right? Is this girl your new girlfriend? Yeah. It's just a hobby. It's a professional thing, yeah. The next guy to be like, oh. Yeah, he's a very good hacker. He's a classic hacker support guy. I got the camera from where newbies right there. Or was I mean? Whoa. This lady. Yeah, Reiko-san. Yeah, who is this person? Who, yeah. Yeah, who could this youngster be? Only has one son, yeah, det only one son. And they also should know that those 3 people killed, right? All the costume killed, so. Yeah, it's gonna go straight at him. Nice! Nice! Like, I could be the next girl! Yes, I can become the girl. I mean, look at me, I'm pretty. It's like, yeah, I can be the girl. Of course. Classic player, yeah, classic player. I can cross-dress. Wait a minute, I'm a cross-dresser, yeah, perfect. I can use my ability as a cross-dresser to get in there. Perfect. Yeah, so obviously this here really proves that the bum bites, of course, is the Nivaka samurai. Yeah, which you is the target. Yeah, so obviously it's like the other target I have is Bamba Senji. It's the same guy, right? This is so weird. Are you sure you're the target? It's like, can I introduce this guy? Or does the ramen guy knows that he's the samurai, I guess? It seems a little weird. It's like, can I introduce the samurai to them? Because you're the target. I'm like, yeah, I think it will work fine. It's like, he has to be the samurai, right? Or his twin or something. Come on, it's like, oh, interesting. So he isn't the greatest hacker ever. They managed to somehow track him back to them. Found a bug problem on his body or something? It's a trap, clearly. I was like, doing this is cool. I think it's a trap. He's like, I knew you would find me. It's some kind of trap. I thought it was a trap. It was gonna appear and I killed them at the moment. And he's like, I know you're coming after me. I left the trade for you. Of course, he's friends with the Re-Avengers. That has to be hacker guys. And he's like, they totally got him here. As we planned. Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh yeah, it's like, I will cross it. This is like FF7, this is the cloud play, yeah. This is the play. Yeah, like, don't worry, I will use crossdressing in there, it's no problem. This anime is awesome. So will he change his voice though? That's the question, yeah. A little more feminine perhaps. It's a crazy plan to, yeah. It isn't like I'm just gonna go in there and seduce it. No, I'm gonna sell you to them, yeah. Oh, this anime is crazy. Oh, yeah, I love it. It's really awesome. It's really, really awesome. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, here we go. This is how you do crime. Oh, that was really nice. But yeah, of course the son killed her. That wasn't like that wasn't proven last week, but it was very obvious that he did it last week. Like that was very implied, right? And now we know, of course, that he did it. Ban has said as the one, he has to be the samurai, right? And I guess Ramen guy doesn't know he's the samurai guy. That felt a little weird to me. That he was like, he called me for the Naoka samurai. Is it okay with you, Ban? It's like, yeah, fine, I can deal with that. I can hang with the samurai. It's like, I would assume so at least. Maybe not necessarily, but it seems really weird that he wouldn't be, right? It was great though that yeah, I mean, the eye patch is like, I saw it once when I had two eyes. Yeah, I love that. Like, I used to have two eyes, you know. Then I was like, yep. then stuff happened. Yeah, that stuff happened, and I lost my eye. Right, that was like, of course. But yeah, if you like this video, subscribe, and we do the review, the short review of the anime, because I have a lot of animes to do, right? It's night here, and okay, it's a bit more. Yeah, it's gonna be when. Yeah, it's gonna be anything out there. So maybe the hacker betrayed him, but I don't think so. Maybe. So hacker betrayed him. Okay. Very important to watch this last minute here. Yeah. Did you not fall for the trick there? Did you not fall for the trick? Uh-oh. Unless it's a double bluff. Am I the only one thinking that it might be like a double bluff, you know? When they know that the hacker is gonna like, because obviously it felt like very obvious. This is my review here of Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens, and I would say this thing, right? It's, for me, it felt like the hacker guy. He's supposed to be this master hacker that works from like the random places though. That to me also is weird. He doesn't hack from his home or something like that, because it seems to be very, you know, very bad security. Or not security, but also kind of the power of the computer. Sit there, it's a random computer you rent, supposed to rent it, and it works. So it's kind of weird having all the stuff on it. But whatever, he's a master, I suppose, right? He's a master of this thing. So I suppose it works for him. But it felt weird that he would sit there, right? And he would be like, oh, well, I knew you were going to find me because I left this trail and I hacked this guy's phone and I did this thing. And of course you would find me. That, to me at least, seems like he knows they're going to find him, right? So I thought it was going to be a trap first. I thought it was going to be like a trap first, where Ban or so on, whatever, would appear at that moment to be like, well, so you after my hacker guy. But they didn't. So you think that this might be a... He also had a scene where he said, oh, I'm sorry, Li Ming there. because he into the car. But I would assume though they didn't know about this, and they probably didn't betray them. And it's like a weird like plan they have to get in there, and so I think so. It's kind of obvious that he would tell them. I think the other guys should also know about it, right? So I think so, at least. I think so. But anyway, it's a little poor though. I'll have to say more. I mean, it's interesting though. It's interesting. It's interesting that they're not going for, I guess, kind of classic seductive path where one of the characters, in this case the character that is a woman anyway, would try to seduce the son, right? That is kind of expected first, but the messaging, I was like, yeah, okay, so cross-dress, at least cross-dress ready, but I guess more attractive cross-dressing, yeah, more hot, more fixing up the stuff and so on, right? More plot on it, and then it's gonna go over there wherever the son, I guess, drinks or parties or so on, and try to seduce him, right? That could be a good plan, I suppose. So I like that they didn't even go for it. They was like, nope, we're just gonna sell him. We're just gonna sell him as whatever, picked up slave we bought, whatever, yeah, pretend to some random like that, and just go with that. That was really good. They didn't go for the classic whatever, right? It's interesting too, and that was what this anime is pretty good, because if you watch a lot of like cop shows, they do it a lot, right? A lot of cop shows, they love doing that, where it's like, oh yeah, we know that someone on this club here, or it's like whatever, do these crimes and so on. Okay, well, let's send in one of the female officer. She's gonna pretend to be, this thing, and then she's gonna go over there and try to seduce him and get to his home, and she's gonna find the drugs or whatever. Like, that's a typical thing. You see it in like 20 or 40 whatever different cop shows, right? It's very, very common, but they never really cross the line, because they would be like going against the rules and risks and so on. But here, because they are like criminals themselves, they can say, no, let's sell him. Yeah, let's sell him as a slave. That's gonna get him in there. That's gonna really get him in there in the fortress. Let's just sell him off. I was like, yeah, so I liked it a lot. Like, they're like, no, let's do the real thing here. They will never think this is the right thing. So that's really good. Overall, yeah, as I mentioned several times, Banban has to be the samurai. Nothing else making sense, really, right? So that's very likely to happen. What happened in this episode? Well, yeah, so Ramen guy, the guy that makes the Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens, he's also the guy you call if you want the real deal, right? The Nivaka samurai, which supposedly is probably Banbi, but Banba, yeah, he calls him, but I don't know. It would be so weird if it wasn't him, or some kind of alternative version of him, whatever. Yeah, like some kind of thing, but it has to be that. But anyway, Ramen guy still is the middleman. Which is really nice, yeah. The ramen guy, he's like, make some ramen and kill some people, He's like, yep, good day's work. So that's nice as well. It was pretty cool. I forgot about that. It was so early in the episode, but it was great when Ramen just killed the Ivan. What's his name? Like Ivano, yeah. So his name is Ivan, like a typical Russian name, right? His name is Ivano or something. Ivano, yeah, like the L, like another letter. Maybe they actually are trying to say Ivan. I'm not even joking, I didn't think about that, but if they're calling him Ivano, no, because the N. It is true. Because the N is like Karin. You can say Karin, yeah, so they couldn't be it. Otherwise, someone like Scott or so, most Japanese people say Scotto, right? But this guy could be named like Ivan. They actually say the N, so he can be named Ivan. Like, this isn't a hard pronounce, like Karin. In Japanese, that's a name, Japanese name. So no, it doesn't make any sense either. Well, anyway, the gun blade was pretty funny. Yeah, like the little gun. It felt though like it had really low firepower, because it's like a very small hole, right? So very small caliber. Inside that is the knife there. So potentially, if you blocked it with the hand, something you probably wouldn't even die. Like it would probably blast through your hand. It probably just like get stuck in your hand, right? Yeah. So honestly, if you shoot someone with that kind of weapon in your head, he was close though, but it feels like that probably maybe not want to kill you actually, right? It pushed the skull pretty hard, right? So because it looked to have a really, really low caliber, so the power would be really, really low, and that necessarily won't actually pierce your body, right? Not necessarily. It depends, of course, how advanced it is, but like in this modern day world, you can't make overly advanced. Actually, I thought it was gonna shoot a knife first, to be honest, because they have the thing too when you like the implosion knife, you shoot the knife, right, or something like that. But usually those things though kind of explode a knife blade actually when you cut something. That actually would be interesting too, actually, for that matter. If you had one of those explosive knives, I remember it's called like pressure knife, so you hit something and you press it and that it kind of explodes where you are. Because he's like, I'm immune to knives, so you hit the arm and then explode his arm with that thing. That also be a pretty good effective thing to do it. Yeah, that would be pretty cool actually. If you had that like a high pressure explosive knife, yeah, that also would have been pretty badass, something like that. But overall, it's a cool scene though. Obviously, like using kind of hidden weaponry there. That's pretty nice. And of course, he has knives under his skirt and and all that. Yeah, like he has knives in like the trousers and like in the bra, pretty much. But like, yeah, I crossdress and have knives everywhere. It's like nice, very nice. So it's a very cool scene, right? Definitely. What more happened? I don't know, the Revengers, the noob guy, like we're gonna frame the frame rate. You can have a set for them, like we punch people, and we do this thing. So yeah, we're gonna frame this guy, yeah. And then this guy, like, he killed a cat, let's kill him, you know. we go with that flow, right? So it's like, makes sense for them somewhat. But as I predicted, it seems to be true. I think it seems to be true. Yeah, noob guy, he just got framed out of bad luck. Right? As I assumed last week, I said in the beginning of the live reaction, and it seems to be very true. It seems to be having used bad luck. He had like nothing to do with him really. He did like whatever. Let's just frame a guy, you know, and it's like he's just really bad. Yeah, it's really bad luck. So anyway, I think that was great. Yet again, a really good episode of anime. I think it's a really good anime so far. It's really interesting. Yeah, it's a freaking awesome anime. And for the next episode, subscribe and see you next week. Well, after this, we're gonna do Ito and then Killian Bites.